Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's lecture, Grandmaster Choice, and I decided to show you this game from the 2017 US Championship. I had a very good championship, and this is a game against Grandmaster's very strong GM, Sam Shankland. I have the white pieces in this game, and I decided to open up with d4. He played d5, c4, e6. This is basically round number 5, so tournament has just started. I think I was doing pretty decent so far, but definitely was looking forward to see if I can put some pressure with the white pieces. Knight f3, knight f6, knight c3, and now he plays this move c6, and now we enter the semi-Slav. Okay, semi-Slav opening. I can play here e3, which is one of my main lines here. But Sam knows these lines very well, so I prepare a little bit. I say, okay, I want to surprise him a little bit with bishop g5. Now with this move, I'm giving him an option to play the very sharp d takes c4, which is going to lead to those, very sharp, crazy lines of the Botvinnik. Okay, e5, h6, this bishop h4, g5, knight g5, super sharp. Okay, so I say, okay, I'm not, if he does that, that'll be fine. I had some analysis, but he decided to play the move h6. So now I have a choice now. I can take on f6 or I can retreat. If I retreat to h4, the difference now is it's going to be some Moscow variation types lines, very sharp again, and I didn't want to get into this with him because I can't get the Botvinnik stuff, so it's more like a Moscow variation. So I decided to just take on f6. This was my prep. Queen takes f6 and queen b3. I saw a game by Ivanchuk. I remember very well this name, Ivanchuk, and he had a good game with this, and I decided to play this. And he had a very decent win. So I played queen b3. The point of this move is oftentimes black wants to play d takes c4, and now I'm just ready to take back with the queen. So, and I'm ready to play e3 or even e4 in this position, so that's why he took on c4 immediately. Queen takes c4, knight d7. Okay. And now the idea of this setup is that I'm going to play the move rook to d1. Bring the rook into the game. Okay. And now, to my surprise, Sam very quickly played a move that I didn't expect, but clearly it was a preparation. He plays rook b8, everyone, very quickly. A little bit strange looking move, but okay, he's got an idea. He wants to play b5 at some point. Very quickly he played this move, so now I'm on my own, and now I was like, okay, what can I try to do here? So I decided to see the option with g3. g3, bishop g2, okay? I did to just go bishop g2, trying to get my bishop g3. Now he goes queen d8, bishop g2, bishop e7, castles. Now he plays b5. b5 attacking the queen. Okay? So there are two options here. You can play queen b3 or you can play queen d3. These are two options here for white. Okay? So I decided to choose the move queen d3. Queen b3 is also a possibility, but then he will just castle and queen, let's say if I play queen b3, castles, knight e4, queen b6, and I believe eventually he will play bishop b7 and c5, and he will equalize the game. So that's why I decided that, okay, I want to play the move queen to d3. Okay? Queen d3. Now he played castle, knight e4, and now he plays queen a5. Okay? Queen a5, and here I see that now he's attacking my pawn. He also wants to, if I play, let's say, a3, then maybe he can play b4 and bishop a6. So I didn't want to do that. Okay, So queen a5, now attacking on a2. And now I decided, okay, I need to play a very interesting move here. So I want to pause here for a second and see if I can, if you guys can tell me the move here, the people in the chat and also the audience, okay? Is the chat updating? Is the chat updating? Or?
It should be.
Okay.
What the last message you have says go Var?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So guys, I want to do something against c5, okay? I want to try to take advantage of this while his pieces are not developed, okay? So what can I try to do? Okay. Hello, how are you? Hello, tell hello everyone. Glad you're all here. And let's try to figure out together what move did I play here. That's a very interesting move, guys. Very, very interesting. I'm playing for initiative here because my opponent's pieces are not developed very well. So I want to try to improve my piece and try to get a comfortable advantage, okay? So what should I try to do here? What to do here? c5. Well, you know, g4 is a move. They play g4 sometimes. g4, h4, g5 is a move. Sometimes they do that, but not in this position. Yeah. What else? What else we can do here? We're trying to kind of get rid of this knight. We're trying to get rid of this knight on d7, okay? And then we can put a knight on e5. So I played a very interesting positional move, knight c5. It's an interesting move. It's a pawn sacrifice, which my opponent did not accept. Rook c1, the problem is a2 is hanging, and that was the problem with a2 pawn. BK. Hello, Benjamin. Hello, Benjamin. How are you? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And so we gotta. All right. Thank you for the raid, Benjamin. Now, he decided to take on c5, guys. I take back, right? And if he takes back now bishop c5, I was counting to play knight e5 here, okay? To put pressure. Okay? To put pressure on e5, and I think I have a very nice advantage here. But instead of this, he decided that, okay, he's going to play the move bishop f6, which makes sense to control the squares, okay? To control the squares and prevent the knight from coming in. And now we need to find a very nice move here. Very powerful move here needed. Knight d4 is a suggestion. If knight d4 is a suggestion, but the idea with knight d4 is Rook c8, you have knight c6, I guess, yes? You know, he might be able to play like bishop b7, because after we take on c6, there's this b2 pawn hanging as well, you know? So what I was thinking here, I really want to activate my queen here first. And I want to try to play the move knight e5. This is what I was kind of aiming for here, okay? And here I have an opportunity here to do that. Because remember, the b8 rook is hanging. Yes, queen d6, correct, Randy, yes, attacking the rook. Now the rook is under attack, and he had to play this very special move. If he doesn't play this very special move, he does not have anything, okay? So he has to come up with this very special move here, which is bishop b7, strangely enough. He played bishop a6, after which I'm better, but computer was saying if he plays bishop here, I go knight e5. He goes rook b d8, specifically. Knight c6 attacking the queen, so he has to take. Queen takes. And a very strong move b4, after which actually he's holding the balance, because I don't have a good square to go to with the queen to promote my c pawn, and my both pawns are hanging here, so I'm going to lose the pawn back here. Okay, so in this regard, I'm just going to be losing the material. Okay, and now a2 is hanging, and b4 as well. So, but again, this is not the most natural move, and as you can see, queen d6, bishop a6 is the most natural move, because he's hoping to play the move b4 next. But that's a mistake, because now we have a very important move here, guys. Which move I'm talking about? Because now c6 is not really protected. Absolutely, yes, knight e5, yes. And now we are ready to capture this pawn with a knight. Knight c6 is coming. Knight e5, he plays bishop e5. Bishop takes e5. b4. Okay? Now he plays, what can you take here? What can you take? Think. What is hanging? What can we take? Now he played before, he's trying to activate his bishop, which is correct, because otherwise what is he going to do with the bishop on a6? It's blockaded by the pawn. But now what is hanging here, guys? What is hanging? What can we take? That is very, very important here. Absolutely. Of course you're going to take on c6. Bishop takes c6. Now he goes rook bc8, attacking the bishop. Now if I go back, then I'm just losing rook c5. I don't have any advantage. Okay? Absolutely, rook d6 comes in. And now his calculation was bishop takes e2. He's sacrificing the bishop, but the problem I have here, if I take back with the queen, I'm losing c5, and my bishop is hanging and my rook is hanging suddenly. Okay? So everything is hanging. Okay? So that's why after bishop takes e2, now we need a good square for the rook. Now, we know that when we have a passed pawn, we usually want to put a queen where? When we have a passed pawn, where do we want to put the rook usually? Behind, yes. Rook c1, Absolutely. Now he plays bishop to b5. Bishop to b5, and he's proposing the exchange. And here, actually, I had a stronger move here than what I did. I went for a more natural idea, but I want to pause here and give you some time to think and find the best continuation, okay? Let's see if you can do that. That's what I play. I play bishop b7, yeah. In fact, yeah, putting a bishop b7 was still advantageous, but it would have been even better actually just not to have the bishop there and have the bishop in the back because of the serious attacking ideas I have. So, well, bishop takes, c6 is also advantageous. He might play rook c7, you know. But I'm just simply winning here if I play this a little bit more precisely here. I'm just simply winning here. Bishop e4 or bishop f3? Because when you go bishop f3, you're ready to push. Okay? He goes here, I push. He goes here, I go here, rook c5. a6, and now we're good here. We just need to transfer this rook to g4 here. Boom. Boom, guys. And now rook g4, how is he going to stop against this threat? His king is completely open after rook g4. And he cannot play f6. e6 is hanging. And everything is hanging after rook g4, okay? We have a very, very nice advantage. Now, rook g4 creating some serious threats on g7, okay? Very, very serious threats. And this is just a win here, okay? But I made this a lot more interesting, I tell you. This would have been a very, very nice and comfortable win. I played here. Excuse me. Rook c7, c6. Thank you, Randy. Now he goes queen b6. I took a more positional approach here, you know. Instead of trying just to win, I took a more positional approach. And now, you know, we have a clear advantage on the queen side, but okay, his queen is very good. He's protecting everything together. So, what should we do here to proceed? Okay, what should we do here? Now, what do we do? Yes, Oscar.
Queen takes G7.
No, you can't take on G7 yet. We're trying to trade. Trade, okay? We want to trade the queens here. Yes, Queen C5. Excellent, correct. Trying to trade. Very good. Very, very good. So he takes, we take, and he plays A6. And now we are in this situation now where we need to find the correct pawn. What is the correct pawn in this position here?
Rook takes bishop, then rook d7.
Rook takes bishop? No, but rook d7, he takes and plays rook d8. You're not promoting. Well, I feel like we need to try to win the b4 pawn here, no, guys? B4 pawn is a real target. We need to try to figure out a way to win the b4 pawn. Rook d7, he will just take twice.
So simply rook first b3 and then rook d4.
Which one?
First play b3 and then rook d4, or
Straight
straight away rook d4?
away rook d4.
And
Straight away rook d4. There is no need to hesitate, okay? Now he plays rook b8. And here, okay, computer says I can play f4, f4 king, and bring my king into the game. I can probably do that, you know, according to the engines. f4 and king f2, king e3. But something better here. I did something better. I kind of like what I did because I'm just, I have a clear plan and I'm choosing to play this clear plan. Now, what do we do here? We are getting pinned, yeah, getting pinned here. So we need to clarify the position, okay, here. If you take with this, the problem is you run into this. If you take with the bishop, he takes your rook. If you take, takes back. So that's a problem here. We cannot do that, okay? So what can we do instead here? Again, we can play f4, we can play slowly, positionally, but we can play better. We can play stronger here.
Just take the pawn with the rook.
Yeah, but then bishop c6. Stronger here. We do want to take all these pawns on a b file and b5, right? But what can we do first here? Rook takes b5, correct. He takes back, correct. Now I want to take this pawn. If I take this pawn, it's game over. If he does this, I take. And then I'm just going to push this pawn all the way. It's going to be a touchdown, okay? And we win the game. So he cannot sit and do nothing, so he takes. I take, he takes. Now we arrive to this position which I calculated it, and I have to play this move if I want to have a serious advantage. A4. Now I'm threatening rook 12, so he plays rook a7, which is forced. Take, king f8. And now we arrive to this endgame here, guys, where it's still very hard to win, but it looks like a very serious advantage. The good news is a lot of the king and pawn endgames are close to be winning here, okay? Still, I recently checked this with a very modern engine, and it was not easy, okay? I checked with a modern engine, and the engine was saying that black has some chances to hold, okay? Now what to do? F4 is an idea. F4 is an idea, but my idea was I want to try to bring my king closer to the center. So I play king g2. One thing, it's very unpleasant for my opponent because he is really he has to find all the right moves just to have some good drawing chances, but nothing else. So now he goes king c5, attacking my rook. I drop back, and again, here he played the move f6. You know, if he takes on b6 after the exchange, king d4, I think I have very, very good chances, okay, to play for a win. But now I played f6, which a little bit weakens the position. So here I have an option. I have two options here. I can try to restrict e5 by playing the move f4, but of course I have to calculate what's going to happen after rook b6 here. So take, king here, king b4. Let's say h4, king b3, and eventually black is going to run out of moves, and I can get my king to c4, and I have good winning chances here. Okay, still not super easy, but I should be winning. But instead of this, I play the move king d3, e5. And now he's trying to advance his pawns. He thought if he trade rooks, he's losing after king c4 and b4, so he played here. Now what can we do here? We need to start thinking about some restricting ideas, okay? Restricting, okay?
G4?
Absolutely g4, restricting it. Now he goes g6. What do we do now? I played h4 here. Now, I know that, f5 is one of his main ideas he's going to try to do, but I'm prepared against this. Now, what kind of break I have here, guys? This is really nice what I did because I'm really fighting for the light squares now. Thank you. Thank you all everybody for the wishes. Thank you everybody. Appreciate it. H5, absolutely. We want to break the pawn chain now. If he takes on G4, we just take on G6, okay? And we have that E4 square as well to go to. So this is just simply winning now. He takes. I take on F5. H4, and it seems like game is about to be over here. King is coming here now to pick up this pawn. I mean, if he plays King C4, I put the rook on F3 and just pushing the F pawn. I mean, I did everything right. So now we arrive to this position. And here, I saw the winning move, and I thought, okay, I should probably just do this, and I'm just probably going to win the game. Okay? And this is the problem. When you see the win, you don't need to calculate other options, you know? I got carried away saying, oh, maybe I can do this also, you know? But that's not what you should do. When you see it, you calculate it, you see a win, just go for it. Don't start looking for another options, okay? Because this is what really almost cost me the game. My calculation was very simple. I got to get rid of this pawn, right? And I got a double pawn. When you have double pawn, what do? Get rid of it. Very natural, I take. Okay, now his central pawn is gone. Has to go here. I go here. Now I attack this guy. He has to go king f6. So now I cannot lose this pawn, so I just go rook b5. If he moves it, I just play b7. It's over. So now he plays h3, takes, and then I saw this line, king g5, and for some reason here I stopped. But instead I should just simply understand that with 2 extra pawns, I just wait. Okay? All I gotta do is wait here, guys. Here, I wait. If he goes back, I go king h4. He goes here. Now, I don't need to do this b3. b3 has king h5. It's kind of tricky, you know? All I got to do is now just bring the king to f. As soon as he puts the pawn here, I just go back here because he can never come forward. I have this move f6, okay? f6, f7, and I queen. So he can't do anything. So if he plays now king f6, I go here. He goes here, and now I use my waiting move. If h3, I just simply play king g3. If he goes back to f6, h6, king g4, and if he goes here after this move, he is in a suksuang. If he moves the rook, he loses to b7. If he plays h3, I play king g3, and I pick up the pawn. Got it? And he cannot do anything, and we win the game. So that was first winning attempt. I could just play this and win quite comfortably. But I played f6, which is still winning. Now he played h3. I activated my king a little bit more. And now after h3, he played e4. Because, okay, if I give him a check, he just needs to resign here. Because if he goes away, I just pick up the pawn. That was my whole point. I thought if he plays h2, I can give a little check, push him up, and just go here, pick up this pawn, and pick up the game. So now he plays this move e4. I have to take. He takes. And here I'm winning, but I have to find sort of a difficult move here, okay? This is a kind of a difficult move to find. I played b3, which is already a mistake here, okay? Which is a mistake. So let's give you a couple of minutes to think here and try to spot the winning move here, okay? If we don't have these pawns, right, f2 and e4, we would just play rook e3, cut the king off, and we would win the game because of the Lucena position, okay? Lucena position. So what's the main idea to, again, try to keep this king away, okay? How do you do this to keep the king away? king g6 maybe, but better. I want you to kind of use that same Lucena idea, right? At the end of the day, we want to use that same Lucena approach here. No, remember, we got to cut him. We want to cut him on an E file here, guys. Remember, you want to cut him on an E file. This is the key, okay? This is the key to understand this concept, okay? All you got to do is play the move, rook e3. Simple. Now, if he gives me a check, I just go king g6. And check, king h6, I'm winning. So he has to take, obviously. When he takes here, this is a move I overlooked. But I'm pretty sure this is not the only move that is winning. This is, of course, beautiful. Okay? This wins beautifully. But I don't think this is the only move here. Okay? Absolutely. f4, look at this move. And if he takes en passant, f7, threatening to queen with a check. And if he goes here, look at this. And we get a full queen because we're promoting it with a check. And the game is totally over, okay? Totally over. So, I believe that this is probably also winning. If you just take and play king g6, because you have him in a Lucena cut. Okay? You have him in Lucena cut. If he checks, you take. If he goes here, I believe this is just winning. Check again, I take. If you play h4, I think I just win with this quite easily and I promote. Okay? So this fancy move f4 is nice, but it's not even necessary because we just win this anyway. If he goes here, just keep him cut. All you got to do is remember the cut, guys. You go here. Now we go here. The king is cut too far away. If he goes here, we promote. And then rook h8 wins. Okay? Yeah, I should have just done this and win the game. Here I made some mistake. b3. Thinking why I should even allow this. Now he plays check. And now I have two options here. King takes e4 or king g6. Okay? And here I took on e4 thinking, okay, I'm 2 pawns up. Should probably win this without any problems, but there were some problems after this, okay? But the winning move, of course, is you got to advance. g6, rook g5. And now very important here, not to allow king e6, okay? You just go here. King f7. Now if he plays h5, the idea is just to improve the rook. Rook h4, we want to take. Again, we're aiming to get the Lucena position here, okay? So if he goes king here, we can just simply go king e7 and push. So let's say he goes king d5, king f8. He goes here, f7. And if he takes, we simply go king e8 and we promote the pawn into a queen, okay? So that wins the game. Yeah, just a little bit of calculation and king g6 and king f7 wins. I instead took king e4, and now he played a very, very nice move here. Actually, he played the move h5. I had seen this and I thought this is just still winning. I go here, threatening f7, king e, and yeah, this is where I overlooked. I thought it's just over. I thought it's just over. You know, I thought he has to go here. I just push. He goes here. I just go here. h4. I just go here, and I'm just simply winning the king and pawn easily, okay? But to my surprise, he played a very strong move, king e6. And now I realize, wait a minute, if I push f7, he has a check. I slide back, he takes my pawn with the check, and then at the end he takes and he's protecting f8, and it ends up being a draw. And here I realize I allow him some chances, because now I cannot just win with my direct idea of rook f3. So I had to make some adjustments. I go king d4, but now he blockades me. I go king c4, and now it becomes a tempo game, you know. h4, b5. Again, if my king is a little bit further down, pawn on b6, it's over, but now it plays rook h8. Rook h3. B6. And now actually he has a way to hold this. Actually, there is only one way to hold this, and let's see if you can find the correct move here for him. He made the wrong move, and it was just the game was over. I won a couple of moves later, but black has an idea here, very difficult defensive idea, which will be very instructive to know, but he has a very difficult idea here.
King g5.
Yeah. Okay, well, he thought this was losing, and it looks kind of losing after this. But thanks to one very special move, so yeah, it looks like I just go here, then I'm just going to go b7, king b6, king a7. It looks like I'm just simply winning here. It looks like it, right? Check, king a6 wins. We both missed this, but again, we didn't have that much time, you know. Tell you the truth, we both didn't have much time. This was quite a long game, you know. What black needs to do, he needs to get the rook behind the pawn. You know, that's how you deal with the pass pawns here, right? And here it doesn't look like he has a good way to do it, but thanks to this one move here, he's going to be able to do that. Okay, thanks to this one move, he's going to be able to do that. Rook a8 unfortunately doesn't work because of b7. Rook a1, this doesn't work, but it's a good attempt, you know, because of f3. If you take, I just take this, and I have rook b4. And if you go here, I just put the rook on b2, blocking all the checks, and next move is going to be promotion into a queen. So unfortunately, rook a8 doesn't work very well. Very, very strong idea. Double exclamation mark here. And yeah, if he had found this, it would have been really shocker for me, actually, guys, because as you can see, I was pretty much winning the entire game. But you got to make sure you don't allow b7, right? Just try to find a move that stops b7 here. What is the move that stops b7 here, everybody? Absolutely. Not rook h7, because rook h7 is not as good because we have this and push. So we play rook b8. Perfect. He didn't do this because he thought, what's the point? He's going to go here and b7, right? He thought it's over. But now you have an opportunity to get the rook behind the pass pawn, which is going to be so important. Check. And now you go here. Don't go here. Don't go here because of the trap. And I pick up the rook. Okay? Don't do that. Just go here now. Okay? And now I go b7, and now he gets the rook behind it. And as soon as I get closer, what do? Check. I get closer, check. I get further away, check. Again, you just keep checking me. I go here, you go behind. And I don't have a way to make progress. My rook is trapped here. My rook is now not functioning very well.
So when king goes to b8, can you still play h3?
Oh, actually, you're absolutely right. Yeah, you can play h3 here. That's even better, yeah. You can. And now if f3, you play king here. Yeah, so that was the move, guys. Strangely enough, this move rook b8, and computer is showing right away. And it's holding this, okay? So, but who would think a move like this, the passive looking move like this, is your only way to hold the game? Only way to hold the game. I think we're both kind of low on the clock here, so he didn't consider this. He went this way, but that doesn't quite work because I get in there. He goes king d7, and now very important not to let him get the king on b8. So if you play b7, he goes king c7, king b8, he holds. So what do we do first? So he doesn't get his king there. a6, yes. Now if he plays here, just king a7, threatening b7. If he gives a check, we just use that final square on the board. And now we have rook c3 check and b7, b8, simply winning. So his other idea is actually to play rook a8 check, king b7, rook a4 to protect the pawn, because if you lose the pawn, he cannot do anything. But now it's not going to work because we just give a check, move him further away. King b8. Well, let's promote it to one more time. And now I just want to pick up this pawn, you know, on h3. If he goes here, we just go b7, king d5. And now we have a rook that can come into the game compared to the previous position. So we win this quite easily with the rook d3 check, king c4, let's say rook d6, rook b4, and king c7, and we promote. Okay? No chance here for him. So yeah, this was his last chance. So he played king d7, king a6. He played actually king c6. Hoping to, I don't know, if I go here, he has a check, you know, he makes a draw something. But now, pass pawns, they meant to be pushed. So I go here, and after which he cannot go here, I just take. If he goes here, king a7, he cannot do anything here. And he just resigned here because the next move is king a7 and b8. So if he goes here, I go here. Now if he moves the rook away, I just pick up the pawn. If he goes this way, I promote. And if he goes this direction, we do not take, guys. We give a little check here, and then we promote into a queen. So after this, he resigned, and this was a very helpful win for me because I got to the plus score, and as you remember that year, I had some really good chances, a couple of really good games in 2017 US Championship. So this is the game, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. This is a win against Grandmaster Shankland, and a lot of interesting ideas. There were some tactics, interesting middle game, and of course, it was a very complicated but instructive rook endgame, okay? Thank you, everybody, for joining the class here at the St. Louis Chess Club and also our audience on Twitch. And I'll be giving more lectures this week, so please tune in and watch the lectures. And also, I'll be streaming as well tomorrow and Thursday, so tune in that as well to have a chance to play me. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.